reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew, chapter 5 verses 1 to 12. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain. And after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you, and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven."
Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with God, and I am Father Joseph Matthew. Today, on the 1st of November, the Church celebrates the Solemnity of All Saints, and we reflect on the Holy Gospel according to St. Matthew, chapter 5, verses 1 to 12a. And the theme for our reflection is the hope that does not disappoint. Today we celebrate the Solemnity of All Saints, and the Gospel takes us to the very heart of Christian life, the Beatitudes. Standing on the mountain, Jesus opened his mouth and taught them. After the long stretch of teachings, both Matthew and Luke would present Jesus choosing his apostles. Therefore, some biblical scholars refer to the Sermon on the Mount as a kind of ordination address to his disciples and, through them, to us. What we hear in the Beatitudes is the essence of discipleship, the path to sanctity. Today we are invited to lift our gaze beyond ourselves to contemplate the great multitude of men and women who, clothed in white, now stand before the throne of God. The book of Revelation tells us a great multitude which no one could number, from every nation, from all tribes and peoples and tongues. We read that in chapter 7 of the book of Revelation. These are the saints, many canonized, but many more unknown, hidden, and forgotten. They were ordinary people like us, who lived through tribulation, carried their crosses, and persevered in hope. Three images from today's readings are worth reflecting. The first is devastation. The angel's warning not to harm the earth reminds us painfully how capable humanity is of destroying God's creation. Wars, violence, greed, and the culture of waste devour not only the environment but also human lives, values, and hope. We discard the unborn, the elderly, the poor, and the unemployed. This is the madness of destruction, a world where man pretends to be God. The second image is the victim. The poor who are forced to flee their homes, families torn apart by conflict, the hungry, the persecuted. These are the saints of daily survival, often unnoticed by the world. As the book of Revelation says, these are they who have come out of great tribulation. They have washed their robes and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Chapter 7, verse 14. They remind us that holiness is not about perfection, but about endurance, faith, and hope in the midst of suffering. The third image is God Himself. St. John tells us, "Beloved, We are God's children now. What we shall be has not yet been revealed. The first letter of St. John chapter 3 verse 2. This is our hope, that one day we shall see Him as He is, face to face. Hope is the heartbeat of the saints. It is what sustained them in tribulation and what can sustain us too. And Jesus shows us the path, the Beatitudes. Blessed are the poor in spirit, the meek, the merciful, the peacemakers. This is not a path of comfort, but of courage. It may bring persecution, but it is the only way that leads us to God. Today let us give thanks for the saints, the famous and the forgotten, the martyrs and the mothers, the prophets and the simple souls who lived the Beatitudes with quiet fidelity. Let us ask for the courage to follow their path of hope, so that one day we too may be counted among the great multitude standing before the Lamb, where hope will be fulfilled in eternal joy. This hope does not disappoint. We read in the letter of St. Paul to the Romans, chapter 5, verse 5.